I had a very fun day yesterday, going somewhere that I don't usually get to go, and I did film it. So let me show you what I did, and perhaps through that you will glean what we are doing today. We're at Costco right now, and the goal here is to buy one of every coffee product. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we have entered the belly of the beast.
Okay, here's some coffee. I think those are like...
Okay, those are pods. We are not going to get pods. We are avoiding pods today. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, stop it. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. This is going to be, I think, a lot more than planned. Let's start at like the top of the aisle and then we'll just kind of work our way back, I think. Espresso. Green Forest blend. So we came back to the coffee aisle because I was originally only gonna get whole bean, but I do think we need to get pre-ground. This is fine. This is good. This is
enough.
Let me ensure that there's no more. We're not getting instant. I think there's one more pre-ground that way. Okay, we'll go grab it. Okay. I want to give you the... In typical Oregon fashion, we are pouring rain outside of the Costco. This is fine. Okay, we have a lot of coffees to taste today. I've set up a cupping over there. I think that's going to be the best way to evaluate everything. We're going to rank everything on a scale of 1 to 10 and hopefully get some pretty decent coffees out of this. Now, one thing to note before we jump into this is that Costco tends to be somewhat regional with what sort of coffees they offer. So you may see coffees on the table that you don't recognize, or you may not see coffees that you find at Costco that I was able to find, if that makes sense. Anyways, I think I'm delaying at this point. We have some roasty and toasty boys over there. Let's go cup. I want to give a huge thank you to Cook Unity for sponsoring today's video. When it comes to food, even on the busiest of days, I still want to be intentional about the quality of what I'm eating. Cook Unity delivers fresh and chilled meals directly to my door with a super flexible subscription that I can pause or skip weeks on at any time. Created by over 70 chefs, their meals offer flavor and intentionality that's hard to beat. Their roster of all-star chefs include Food Network alums, James Beard Award winners, and acclaimed restaurateurs. Plus, the fact that most only take 15 minutes means I can focus on the more important tasks of the day. But let me run you through some of the meals I had this week. Starting off the week, I had herb roasted salmon with truffle mash, which is a meal created by Chef Stacy Barang. Then a rigatoni and vodka sauce with herb ricotta from Chef Dustin Taylor. Also, Chef Santos Jimenez 3 mushroom quesadilla with sauteed bell peppers and onions. Also, did you know that Chef Jimenez worked as a head chef at the renowned Wild Ginger restaurant? But anyways, all their meals are delivered chilled, not frozen, ready for you to simply heat and serve with more than 300 meal options and at the frequency that works best for you. So if you're ready to get started with Cook Unity, now's the time, because you can go to cookunity.com/MDC and use code MDC50 to get 50% off your first order. That's the top link in the description and code MDC50. All right, the idea here is we're going to be evaluating these on a pretty level playing field. Oh, we are roasting and toasting here. All right, y'all, buckle in. Is that a Quaker? Regardless, this is gonna be a treat. I think we have like 3 pre-ground coffees on the table. I think most of these are ground for drip/filter, and so they should work for cupping. It's kind of the best we can do. I do need a spoon though. I'm not gonna go on another spoon monologue. We did that last time. Gold spoon. What's really interesting about this, as someone who primarily works with light to medium roasts, is you're able to so easily feel the difference in the bean density here. And that primarily has to do with moisture loss during roasting. Fun fact. Good old Starbies. Oh gosh. I think this may perhaps be the darkest we've seen so far. That is something else. That is, I feel like the Vanta Black of coffee. Ooh, this is definitely the lightest we've had so far. I'm kind of excited about this one. Okay, I've weighed out everything. Let's get it ground and let's get some water on these. Kirkland Signature Decaf Blend. Two. Very chemically, but could be worse. Kirkland Signature Espresso Blend. Better, not good, better. 3. Dark Roast 100% Colombian Coffee Kirkland Signature Supremo Bean. Honestly, way better than the other two. This is a very healthy 4, if I do say so myself. Nice tactile, not too heavy, not super bitter. It's okay. Ooh, now I'm not totally sure if this is the same coffee but whole bean, but we have the Kirkland Signature Colombian Supremo. Also, this packaging is kind of fun. Kind of tastes like the same coffee. It's a little bit hard to tell. These are all roasted within an inch of their life. I'm gonna also give this a 4. That's not, you know what? I'm gonna go back in for a second. As it sits on the palate, I'm having second thoughts. This one gets a 5. The tactile is nice. It's very low acidity, but it's also really low bitterness. It's a little bit sweet. I think it rounds out a lot nicer than that pre-ground does. Our first French roast. This is the Kirkland Signature Whole Bean French Roast Coffee. Rich, smooth, and deep, and also, notably, this isn't even the darkest that it goes. Oh. There's quite a bit of smoke going on there, very roasty and toasty. Oh, that might get a 1. I am so sorry. A lot going on there. Continuing with the French roasts, we have the San Francisco Coffee French Roast. Now, there are a lot of people that really enjoy French roasts, and so in that way they have a place. I am not necessarily one of those, so I'm doing my best to give this as objective as of an opinion as I can. Well, frankly, I like that one more than the Kirkland. I'll give that a 2. Tactile is better. It also doesn't have that just like straight smoke profile to it. Still very dark, just a little bit better. Another French roast. It's kind of fun to line these up. This is the Starbucks French roast, which this was straight charcoal coming out of the bag. There was very little life left in these beans, so I'm a bit apprehensive here. So sorry. All right, Pete's. We have their dark roast, or their French roast. Their dark and their French roast. Chocolate, truffle, smoke, and caramel. All right, let's have at it. All right, now this was one of the pre-ground ones. Not so bad. I would give that a healthy 3, which feels like a pretty good score right now. Being pre-ground, I think, really helps it out. A lot of the stuff that becomes pretty pungent and strong in these French roasts has really been given time to air off with it being pre-ground, so a little bit better. We have another Pete's Coffee. This one is just a dark roast. This is their Major Dickinson's blend, and I looked this up because I was being a little bit immature about it while we were in store. However, apparently, legend has it that this is named after a regular of one of the founders of Pete's Coffee. So I find that endearing and adorable, and I do love this name now. Honestly, that is my favorite so far. That is pretty tasty as far as a dark roast goes. There's even a bit of acidity in there. Really nice and balanced, sweet, very, very chocolatey, but good tactile in there. I'm gonna somewhat generously give this one a 6. That is by far the most pleasant thing I've had today. Feeling good. Feeling good about the rest of the table now. San Francisco Coffee Rainforest Blend. I think I like this one more than the last San Francisco. This is a blend of, oh no, it's not a blend. Well, it's a blend, but it's only Central America, so it's countries within that region. I'm gonna give this, I gave that last one a 2. This one gets a 4. That is all right. We have another Kirkland. This is an interesting one. This is a single origin from Mexico. This is by far the most coffee information we've had on a bag so far. This is from Oaxaca. This is a blend of varieties. It's Bourbon, Typica, and Mundo Novo. It even has the co-op that this coffee is from, and then notes of caramel, chocolate, and roasted peanuts. I like this information. I like this bag. And if I remember right, this is one of the lighter coffees that we got. I think it's definitely sitting around a medium, but it is significantly lighter than most other things on this table. I'm gonna go in for another. That's really tasty. That is lovely. I'm giving that, screw it, 8. That I would like 1000% just like sip on that, brew that. That's very nice. Okay. Ooh boy, the gold bag. Pleasant Hill Farms Restaurant Blend, medium roast, pre-ground. Also, this is from San Francisco Coffee again. I'm looking at the package. Even 4. It's kind of the most neutral, I think, coffee I've had before. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, this is going to be one of those very regional coffees. This is a local favorite and kind of mainstay here. This is Portland Coffee Roasters. This is their Portland house, so their house blend. Oh, don't do me wrong, PCR. Pretty yummy. 7. And finally, coming full circle, we have the Kirkland Signature House Blend. We have the opportunity to end on such a high note. I feel about that one the same way I do about those first ones, which means it's getting a 2. Okay, let me do some inventory and some math here, and we'll come back with the top coffees. Okay, after a pretty intensive cupping, which 14 cups is a good bit for me nowadays, we have some favorites and actually some coffees that I think are pretty tasty. Now, one of these is more regional, I acknowledge that, but we do have some ones that should be pretty readily accessible to you. So with a score of 5, we have our whole bean Colombian Supremo coffee. With a score of 6, we have our Pete's Major Dickinson blend, which the name alone and the story behind it, absolutely charming. The coffee itself, pretty tasty. At number 7, we have the Portland Coffee Roasters House Blend, and then at number 8, shockingly crushable as a coffee, we have the Mexican Single Origin from Kirkland Signature. This was fun. This was chaos. I do kind of feel a little bit of palate fatigue and overload right now, but that being said, I hope this was marginally helpful to someone. But in the meantime, my name is Morgan. You can find me here on YouTube once a week plus shorts, or you can find me on TikTok and Instagram almost every single day. Again, I think I need to go lay down for a while. So in the meantime, have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Oh gosh. I also need to go like put these away.